So I've been driving the Volkswagen Tiguan All-Space R-Line for the past couple of days, and there's no doubt that it's a lot more spacious car. It is, after all, a lot longer, it's taller. Even the front is taller to keep up with the proportions of the car. It is, however, the same width as before. So why is it exactly that I'm not quite happy with it? In this video, I want to tell you exactly why. While the rest of the car might be nice and all, spacious and stuff, this is where it kind of gets disappointing. This is the same engine that powers the Golf GTI. It produces nearly identical horsepower and it produces the same 350 Nm of torque. So why doesn't it perform like a Golf GTI? Well, the car is heavier, it has all-wheel drive, and that's kind of why. Silly me for thinking that it's going to be the same. It is, however, surprisingly economical. I picked up this car on Thursday. It had 630 km range that time. I've been driving up and down Sepang, driving the wheels of this thing, and I still have a range of slightly over 200 km, which is amazing. I really expected this to be much thirstier than what it is. And that's normally the character of an all-wheel drive system. But not here though. And I guess if you're a family man, that's what ultimately matters. But I'm not trying to say that this car is slow. It's surprisingly fast as well. You know, it does some speeds that can land you in jail. And yet it's economical. Again, if you're a family man, with no space to carry your family, this is the type of engine you want. So the difference between the Tiguan All-Space and the Tiguan before is that the All-Space is longer, it's taller, and the bonnet is taller as well to keep up with the size difference. So the interior of the Volkswagen Tiguan All-Space R-Line is a very familiar place, right? Except that it has this dial over here that if you rotate it, gives you different driving profile. I rotated it to the left, it gave me a snow driving profile. I rotated it to the right a bit, it gives me DCC with driving profile selection and gives me 5 different driving modes. If I rotate it to the right again, it gives me off-road auto driving profile, which is fantastic if you are a construction tauke and you're always in muddy situations, so that is really good. Or if you are a rally driver and you turn it to the right again, it gives you all this off-road expert driving profile, which is great, and you can change it. So you can turn on such things as hill descent control, hill start assist, park assist, all-wheel drive, which gives you normal or off-road, DCC, steering. This is fantastic. Keep in mind that this is a family car. So to be able to select how this car behaves is great, right? Because when you're not ferrying your family, this actually means that you can have all sorts of fun with this car. And if I press this middle button that says mode, it gives me access to 5 different driving profiles that says eco, comfort, normal, sport, individual. How cool is that? So on the weekend, when you want to go for a Yamcha session with your friends and they drive sports cars, you have a DCC to cover you, which is great. And all these things, they actually adjust the suspension as well. So depending on the drive selection, the driving profile that you selected, the suspension can get harder or softer, so you have more control over the car. Brilliant. When compared to the Tiguan that it replaces, the All-Space actually offers 60 mm more legroom. It has air conditioning blowers, it has temperature control, a Type-C USB charger, an auxiliary point. If you put this down, you get cup holders, you get this tray, which I reckon will be really useful for your children. You get reclinable seats, which is great, and you get these storage points over here as well. For what exactly, I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure you can find a reason for it. It's a fantastic family car behind here. No joke. Now the best thing about the Tiguan All-Space is, of course, the amount of space that it offers, pun intended. It comes with a power tailgate, which is always great. And the amount of space that it has back here is amazing considering the price and the amount of power and versatility it offers. Check this out. So you can put this aside. I'm gonna take all these things out here, and I'm gonna show you exactly how versatile the boot at the back here is. My shoes. So yes, blank canvas, right? First things first, I'm going to show you this thing. It actually comes with a torchlight. So in emergency situations, it has this torchlight. So it goes back here. It also doubles as a light to light up the boot. Fantastic. And then you take this thing out to pull up the third row of seats. You got to take this thing out, which is fairly easy to do. And it's quite light. I'm not going to build any muscles with this. So you take that out, okay? And for you to pull up, it's not going to be easy. So what you do is you pull this thing out. The second row folds down, folds down. Now you pull this up. A lot easier, right? So you get the third row of seats, which is fantastic. But exactly how much of space does the third row of seats have? I'm about 6 feet tall, right? Let's find out. Hold on. Let's put the seats back in place. And if you come with me, so I'm gonna try to get back there to show you that a guy that is 6 feet tall cannot fit in here. But if I sit this way, I could probably do so for about 10 kilometers lah. But what if you wanted more space? Well, let's see. So I'm going to put the second row of seats down. I'm going to put this seat down, this seat down, and you get this massive amount of space at the back here. I can't imagine what you're going to do with all this space, but if you are the Janice that likes to steal cows or goats, or if you have goats for susu kambing or what, this is good space. Or you could have yoga classes back here. Still, in terms of storage space, you really can't go wrong with all this space. All in all, the Volkswagen Tiguan All-Space R-Line has proven to be quite a versatile package, right? It may not have the explosive power that you expect from an engine that powers the Golf GTI, but it's surprisingly frugal, especially considering that it comes with an all-wheel drive. Well, for a little over 205,000 ringgit, it's actually quite a nice package. You get 5-year warranty, 5-year roadside assistance, free of course, and 3-year free maintenance. What more could you want? It may be expensive, but you're getting quite a bit of car. There's another expensive SUV that I want to talk to you about, and that's the Lexus RX 300F Sport, which is another versatile package. I'm going to add a link to that car somewhere in this description box or somewhere on the screen. Thank you for watching. I'm Kashi Dylan, and this is Piston.my. Don't forget to subscribe.